All right, peace. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome. Jump in, jump in. Gonna be talking about what y'all in. Um, Twin Flame returns. All right. How you know the Twin Flame is ready to return. So I'm gonna be jumping on live like this. Spirit is definitely pulling through me as a messenger. So I'm gonna deliver. So this is gonna be like it's gonna be a little bit all over the place. So because I'm delivering messages, channeling messages from different um, levels. So if it resonates with you, take it. If it doesn't, just leave it. All right. If it doesn't resonate with you now, it'll probably be later, and you'll probably tune in later. Um, so twin flame returns. Okay, you'll know when the twin flame is ready to return. Okay, when you are whole. Okay. Um, a lot of us think that it's when they're whole. You know, they have to be whole within themselves. Yes, but in order for you to attract yourself back, you have to be yourself again. Okay. While they're out there doing like a lot of us, we have this connection with our partners on, like I said, multiple dimensions. Multiple dimensions where we're on a 5D, right? So some of us, oh, excuse me, some of us tend to think that we don't have any work to do. Okay, we think we're too good. We study, we meditate. That's it. We're done. We've done our work. No, it's a never ending situation. That's when you know you completed. It's when you realize, this is like awakening. This is like oneness. This is like returning. Is when you realize that knowledge is infinite. It is never done. Okay? We're talking about more of a spiritual connection. This is what people fear the most because they cannot see or understand, overstand what they are experiencing. All right. Um, so I'm here to help guide you to that, to returning into yourself. Okay. As well as your partner, because you guys are one soul, just different bodies, and that's true because it's like you're connected to this person, okay, and you guys have this deep connection that y'all supposed to play a part in each other's life, and that is what that is. Some people would say that maybe it's not time for connection to happen. Uh, no, it's just that it was time. It's just that they need more time to grow. Okay. Um, so when you first met them and you had that soul recognition and you had a little love bombing phase where everything was so perfect, and all of a sudden reality kicked in, and that is how you know when someone descends, is when reality kick in. People that ascend don't care about reality. You don't care. That is how you know when that's another reason why you know they are ready to return, when they no longer care about the matrix, when they no longer care about appeasing people's egos, and they no longer care. And you as well. Okay, you no longer care. So that's peace, that's oneness, because when you start to care about what other people think about you, you try to keep up an illusion, try to keep up. Like a lot of people have a problem today where they fake their relationships on YouTube. I mean, not YouTube. Yeah, on YouTube too. On Facebook, where they got all these. happy relationships, but behind the scenes it's like terror. Like they destroying each other, they arguing. We gotta hold this relationship up for Facebook. We gotta do it for the gram and all this other silly shit. All right. That is not real. That is an illusion. Okay, so y'all got to start learning the difference between the two. Um, that'll help you. The truth will set you free. So how they're gonna return is when they no longer care about that shit. Everything that's kept them away from you, it would be the opposite. Like if they're uh into sex, they will probably come back to you and they will be like, I'm not like sex driven like that anymore. They'd be less, they'll be the opposite of what it is that destroyed you. Okay. Because dealing with this Jezebel spirit, okay, this incubus, succubus, somebody did comment in my last video and I do agree with them. I just didn't catch it right away because I don't read the comments. Um, that incubus and succubus spirit is definitely not good to embody. Okay, that it absorbs you you when you're weak. Okay, let's just put it that way. So a lot of your masculines are weak when you think they're strong. They're weak. Okay, people that you think are strong are most likely weak. All right. Not me. I'm strong overall. I don't care. But and I just had to put that on the plate. Um, because I don't care. And some people would say, "Oh, that's evil. That's rude." No, you got to care. I care about what needs to be cared about, and I care about what don't. Okay. Um, but that's what you gotta have. You gotta have your masculine and feminine balance. See, a lot of these masculines are like masculine. They're not simple. They don't have the empath or sympathizing nature. They don't have that nurture nature feminine side in them. We're all created masculine and feminine balance. Okay, male body and female body form. Some just take on a role differently. Um like like lesbians. Lesbians are lesbians because they take on their masculine sides. All right. They take more of their masculine nature, but they still feminine physically, and it don't match. But they overly take their masculine. They overtake their masculine, which means the other half of them, which is a masculine body, um, is overly feminine, which means most likely that person is gay. Okay, but and some you can believe what you want to believe, but this is it's just the facts. Um, so their partner is pretty much a full gay man, okay, a male who thinks he's a full feminine. Because once you embody, because y'all have to share this frequency together, you have to share it. It's like part of you and them, and part. This is where they come with the one soul, two separate bodies. It's because you share the frequency. So if say me, for instance, um, I am masculine but feminine. So I'm saying I sometimes could think like a man, not desire a woman. I'm not a lesbian. I don't desire. I desire the male body. I admire the male body. I love it as I'm supposed to as a female, but I don't love it to the point where I want to be a male. Okay, I respect my masculine and vice versa. You see, now my masculine does the same, but he is consumed by the illusion of what a feminine should be like. Like when you're stuck in the matrix, you believe the opposite of what you believe in. Like um, if the program says that you got to if hip hop say, okay, go get you a white girl, you're a black guy, go get you a white girl, they're gonna trend that. Or if you're a white guy, go get you a black girl, they're gonna trend that. Whatever the fuck the industry is trending is what these idiots is gonna fall for. All right, and I call them idiots because that's what they are. They weak. All right. So whatever the trend is, like say me, I'm a melanin woman, and my masculine, he's a melanin man, but he's stuck in the matrix, stuck on the program. So he's gonna fall for whatever the fuck the industry tells him because that's who he is programmed by. He's not programmed by his true self, which is his original self, which is his soul. If he was uh, awakens, he would not fall for silly shit like industry sex, industry love bullshit, illusions. It's all a fucking illusion. Excuse my language. I'm a sailor. but I'm working on it. But it has no meaning to me, so I apologize to those who do it have meaning. It does have meaning too. Uh, but anyway, so if your masculine is like one of those program clowns, okay, who follow, you know, the industry, they're gonna fall for the same tricks every time. But that is how you know that they don't have self love, because see, self love will guide you to where you need to be, not where you want to be. Okay, and that's another reason how you'll know that the masculine is ready to return is when he's no longer desiring the industry's attention. He no longer needs to find a bitch that look like Cardi B, or look like Meg Thee Stallion, or look like uh all the rest of these other hoes. I don't know who the hell they are, but I'm familiar with these two because they've been popping, you know, silly lot lately. So this is what they look for, okay? Or if they go and find them, like in the videos, you know how in the videos they got these, you know, they just put the program in the videos. They will go out, a follower of theirs will go out and mimic that. They would look for women that look like them, or women that look like they video vixens, or vice versa, men that look like these, you know, whatever. If you like working out, you look at these masculine men who got six packs and stuff. You would desire a six pack fantasy. It's a fucking so when a man is stuck in his fantasies, okay, because he believes his fantasies is real, he believes in making his dreams come true on that level, and this is where programming come in. Um, an awakened masculine will no longer care for that. An awakened masculine will actually be patient and wait. They will actually balance the feminine and masculine side of themselves. Okay, so and they will start to not desire, but they will start to work on them. And when they working on them, they don't care about all the extra shit. You know. So that's another reason how you know when they're about to return. You know, they start to communicate with you on a respectful level. They don't just disrespect you, because that's the olden. Okay, can a narcissist wake up? Yes, the fuck they can. A narcissist is just a soulless person, misguided. Okay, lost soul, misguided. Everybody that is created naturally can find a way. Okay, misery loves company. Don't join misery. That is the goal. Do not join them. Masculine wants you to chase. Don't chase them. Okay, there's no need to, because all the masculine wants is ego validation, not spiritual validation, because you give them that, but ego validation is what they desire on a physical level. That is not what they when they want that ego validation, they want that ego boost. Do not do it. If you don't do it, yes, they're gonna go find it somewhere else. But that is how you know that the master is not ready to come in. Okay, when you know they're ready to come in is when they no longer care for outside validation, because they get the validation within. And yes, that's possible. That's where energy comes from. Energy is validation, self-validation, self-love. Okay. The masculine will come when, this is when the masculine will return, is when um and you're connected, when you realize who you are. Okay, because when you realize who you are, masculine works on himself and starts to realize who he is. Now, this is people who are solely connected, not false twins. We're not talking about false twins. So if your connection ain't working, um, either you're impatient or you're a false twin. You pick a side. But either way it goes, patience is the best option for you, because time reveals all things. So when you met, that was your wake up call. That was your wake up call that this person is the one. You just have to be a little bit more patient. This person has to work on them just as well as you have to work on you. It's a mirror effect. Just because you ain't messing around yet with somebody else, don't mean that that they're any better. Because you can go and lay up with somebody and not believe. That's the funny thing about this false illusion is that women with masculine runners, we play the victim a lot, and really we not the victim, honestly. The problem is your power was too strong, and masculine couldn't handle it. So he went to a more weaker version of you, which is a woman who does not know her worth. Y'all have to see the picture for what it is. Some of y'all will say, "Oh, maybe she look better than me." Da 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 da. At the end of the day, the masculine physical form is chasing an illusion, has no power. When a masculine realizes it has no power, he will start to chase power. He will start to chase power. So once he starts to chase power, he will know what it come to the person who has infinite power. The person who has that tied to them, which is you. Okay, when it's all said and done, they're just gonna come back home regardless. So y'all have to just be patient enough for them to wake up and realize this. All right. That's how you know they're gonna return when they wake up and realize that the power is not in the pussy, that the power is not in the person. The power is actually on a higher level. Um, it is what it is. So they will change. Okay, people can change. It's all just a matter of time. But the reason why people don't change fast enough is because there's too many people faking their feelings and emotions. There's too many people out there lying for desire and playing games. It's so many people doing that. So this is why it normally takes, like, if your partner was, like, if the world was more disciplined and knew how to say no, and bitches was more stronger and didn't throw the pussy, and men was more stronger and didn't throw the dick, man, people will come into union faster. But because everybody's weak and everybody's been programmed and diluted and descended and weak, everybody's falling for their desires, their needs, their wants, and they can't control it. You you have to be strong enough. So yeah, so you can come into union faster. If your union is taking several thousands of years, lifetimes after lifetimes, is because of the program, and it's because you or your partner's program and many other people around you. Um, you have to be a change. You have to be part of the change. Because you don't the reason for somebody not coming into union. Every time you see some man walk up to you and try to holler at you, and your souls did not say okay, and your intuition did not say okay, okay, just go and fuck off with each other. Don't get involved with them straight like that, okay? Because you are delaying someone else's union. People will go and put little cute names on top of these karmic situations, talking about, oh, this is a soulmate. Oh, this is something. No, this is you. That is you just being a karmic in your karmic delusion because you want to validate. You want validation, okay? And that is weak. So don't play that part. Stay strong. Like being alone is not as bad as you think. I'm telling you, it's the greatest feeling ever because um you can have that feeling, but you can create that feeling within yourself. You see what I'm saying? People don't know how to do that. People don't know how to please themselves, like mind fuck themselves on a level of orgasms. They don't know how to do that. I'm gonna do a video on how to pleasure yourself. Okay, the same way how a man can manipulate your image, you will be able to do it for yourself, where you can pleasure yourself, not even touch people. Like people don't know how to mind fuck on a real level. Like people taking mind fuck to a way different level. So I had to do a video on how to do that. I didn't know I knew how to mind fuck until my masculine was like, "Yo, get out of my head," right? But anyway, that's a whole nother story. I'll do a video on how to do astral sex, mind fuckery, and all that shit. It's not, and how to break free from desiring the flesh, because all it is energy, y'all. Come on now. All it is your kundalini is being activated. You can do that shit on your own. Y'all need the physical form to do it for you. You love being programmed by somebody. You just love it. Like I can't. I can't. I'll be like, ugh, get away. Right? I'll be like, ugh. You know, and I ain't gotta be the baddest looking bitch the program say I need to be. I am me, honey. I am strong. Okay, I am divine feminine and masculine within self. I am balanced. You see me? I know bullshit when I see it, and it is what it is. So I know game when I see it. You know, I don't know how I know it. I just knew I didn't ignore the red flags in my through my life. I knew that when I saw those red flags, I knew how to turn away. I knew how to address these red flags. A lot of y'all don't know how to deal with these red flags. A lot of y'all don't know how to deal with walking away and Yeah, a lot of y'all have not dealt with abandonment before, and if you did, you dealt with it in a difficult way. So these things you're supposed to learn when you're young. Okay, discipline. Like a lot of y'all don't know how to discipline your pussy and your dicks because y'all was fast when you were young. You see what I'm saying? And it got the best of you. Okay, you didn't know how to fight the predator that try to the predator that try to collect you. Okay, in your innocence, y'all better fight. I remember I had to fight, and I did. I was 9 years old when a family member tried to attempt me, and I fought that motherfucker every time. So I was strong a long time because that masculine in me, because I loved me enough, where that masculine in me helped so much where I was just like, I'm to this day a strong ass fucking female, and men get intimidated by me because I don't fall for the shitty ass lines and shitty ass games because I don't need that validation. A lot of y'all need validation, so that's another reason how you know when your master's ready to come in is when they no longer need that validation, and you no longer need validation. Okay, because a lot of y'all need closure um, for these traumas that y'all experienced in your life, but the only person that can give you the closure is you. Okay, so this is it's gonna take it's easy said than done, but trust me, it's easy done than said. Trust me. Um, because once you do it, once you cross over to that self love, oh my God, there's no looking back. Everybody that comes to you and you see like people say, oh, I don't want to be alone, but first you have to face being alone. Oh, because people talking about like people think I don't want to die alone. Man, you was born alone. You're gonna die alone. You're going to die alone. That's the reality of it. Regardless, the person that you marry is not going with you. Okay, and don't give me that. Oh, I know some people that died in car accidents together. They didn't always die at the same time. Some died a minute later. Twins are not even born at the same time, so cut it out. All right. Twins are born at least a minute or two apart, 5 minutes, 10 minutes apart, whatever the hell it is that the body going through, but they never born at the same time. All right. So you're gonna die alone. So these are the things you just have to accept. Your physical form is going to expire alone. Your soul is never alone, and you have to love what is eternal about yourself in order to heal. When you start to love the internal part of you, and you're no longer just living on the external out of yourself. A lot of y'all external. A lot of y'all just love the physical. Oh my God, because you're programmed. The Matrix got you. Okay, the Matrix own you if you cannot get your shit together. All right. So your masculine will come in when because trust me, sex will never be the same. If you're a true divine feminine, sex is never the same. You got to be in your power, divine feminine, and know this. Trust me, a lot of you feminines, real divine feminines, I'm not talking about you karmics who still on your journey. I'm talking about the ones who came into union, met the other half of themselves, bonded with them, mated with them. I'm not talking about karmics who want to come in and say, I've been with him, but he left. Because a lot of y'all are confused because y'all are not following divine readers. Y'all following karmic readers who keep telling you to fall for a fucking soulmate, who keep telling you it's okay to be with a soulmate. No, it is only the one. It will come in many shapes, forms, and names, but it is only one. Just know that. It's only one. There's no two, so fuck polygamy, poly, and all that shit. That is nothing but another ego program for somebody else's desires. That shit is a false. Don't follow their ass either. It is only one, and people don't want to wait for the one. And that is why your masculine is off to this karmic and that karmic and that karmic out there being a karmic because he don't want to settle for just the one. But he or she will realize sex is not the same. Okay. There's always an issue because they are seeking energy at the end and the beginning of the day. The illusion comes to a halt. The fantasy comes to a halt. The body fades. All that shit fades. And this is why it's important to fall for what is internal and not external. Because you get old, you're never young unless you're a fucking robot, unless you're one of AI robots or skin suits that's running around here uh, being programmed. Okay? You have to understand your place and be strong. Because if I'm strong, I'm not gonna listen. Just put it like this. Me being strong, I'm not gonna fuck with yours. Okay? I'm not gonna fuck with your masculine. Me being a feminine out here, single and solo. My energy pulls in a lot of masculines. But I know who the one is. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna fuck with everybody else's masculine. You know? Each one teach one. I'm teaching you to be strong so that you won't fuck with somebody else's or mine if you ever run out to this motherfucker because he out there somewhere. You know? And you're strong enough to tell that motherfucker no as well. Okay? So each one teach one. Teach you to be strong. You know, a lot of my masculines karmics envy me, okay, because of the simple fact that I have power and I know exactly what they want. They want to be set free. But because they are full of ego, okay, full of pride and they're programmed, it's hard for them to download the information because they still desire the physical form. They still desire their their needs. Okay. So I move forward. All right. A lot of them used to stalk my Facebook page. You know, they still do to this day. Call my phone, do all this shit. I had to put up one of them in jail, fight damn near three of them. All I don't know, went through all kinds of shit trying to protect myself for being in my own fucking union with my masculine. But because my masculine was a what do they call it? A sleeper, okay, a running. Well, he wasn't running really. He was just sleep. He just sleep programmed into the matrix. So was the people he was choosing. Women that didn't validate, women that didn't value themselves, women that were insecure, women that didn't know themselves, and you know, they was just damn near suicidal. You know, a few of them have been Baker act. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on. I was dealing with a bunch of fucking women. I had to teach them how to love themselves. I told, but they were not strong enough to do that. So that's not my problem. But you better not come around me because I ain't having it. You feel me? I don't care if it's from my masculine or his damn near his fans, okay? His little karmic fans. I don't care. I'm gonna always sit on my throne. And so should you as a divine feminine, as a healed person. You're gonna have a lot of people come to you and try to consume you. But you have to be strong. So that is how you know when a masculine is ready to come in, or you are returning back to oneness, because you can't help when you realize you can't help everybody. Okay, you can't help everybody, so you start to save yourself. Okay, this is called self-love. You start to love yourself. You save yourself because you love yourself. So look, y'all, get strong out here, because listen, these karmics, listen, they was winning because you was letting them. Okay, they got you off that throne and they try to sit there. Okay, they got you off, but they couldn't, because the throne only fits for you. All right, that crown only fits your head. Okay, and you sit there. Okay, when your king is ready to come, he will fit when the time is right. When he comes, and he will sit and it will fit. Every other masculine that's gonna come and try to sit on. Listen, it's like they fighting to be at the top of your at the top of trying to get there, and they crumbling on each other. No, go sit down somewhere. Go sit on your own damn throne. Okay, they don't want to sit on their own throne because they don't want to accept their own fate. That's karmics for you. But and masculines, some of these masculines who are not awakened, they will try to sit. They think they're on their throne, and they will try to sit when they do come in their throne, because a lot of these masculines, they when they start to stop living that lifestyle, they come sit on the throne, right? But they still got a couple of stragglers. They still got a couple of stragglers trying to hang on. And sometimes the masculines feel bad for them, so they'll try to sit there and put them next to the throne. He'll try to pull you off the throne, kick you off the throne, and put the karmic up there. But see, the karmic slip off every time because they cannot fit. All right, like a Cinderella shoe. Motherfuckers run around here trying to fit the shoe that don't fit. Okay, so the masculine has to keep trying to put the shoe on the one that fits. It only fits one person. Okay. Um, but anyway, when the masculine realizes, okay, masculine could come in um, any shape, form, whatever. Um, it could be an overly masculine female or a masculine physical female. Um, when they realize they place, okay, um, They just realize, they just wake up and they realize they fucked up. All right, they made bad decisions. Okay, because once they start to chase that grass is greener on the other side shit, they just be like, man, it ain't what I thought. But by the time they realize it, due to the matrix, not you, it's not your fault, divine feminines. It is their own. Okay, they just make it seem like it's your fault because they want to level you down. They want to keep you down sometimes physically. Spiritually, the soul is telling you it's not your fault. Don't worry about it. Keep moving forward. But other than that, on a physical realm, if you're still a little bit programmed, you would think it's your fault. It's not your fault at all. It's not your looks. It's not your breath. It's not your teeth. It's not your eyes. It's not none of that. They're not supposed to fall in love with you for your looks. They're not supposed to fall in love with you for that. They're supposed to fall in love with you for your soul. And until someone loves you for your soul, don't waste your time. And if you're out there wasting your time, then have fun in the matrix. Other than that, you'll be a product of your own demise. So, masculine will return when he no longer desires outside validation, when he knows how to empower himself. Okay. Most likely, it's these masculines in their feminine. Okay. Feminine, uh, believe it or not, the physical masculine is in his feminine. Okay, and this is why I do a lot of divine masculine readings. It's because a lot of y'all think that, oh, she's doing a lot of divine masculine readings. She ain't talking about the feminine. See, that's a physical person. That's a person that is 3D. I talk on a spiritual aspect combined with the 3D. I talk to both of y'all. I talk to the oneness, right? I explained to you the physical of the mind and the spiritual part of the mind. And if you're not mentally strong enough to catch up, then you would be confused. But the masculines are in their feminine. Okay, a lot of these masculines are in their feminine. They emotional. Okay, and they're seeking validation. Okay, y'all just going by the body. Oh, he's a man. He's going by the body. A lot of y'all say he in a relationship. A lot of y'all are saying he's tied out. A lot of y'all are saying he's married. A lot of y'all are saying he's jumping from woman to woman. That is validation seeking. That is validation seeking. And a lot of women seek validation. Masculines are content. Masculines are strong. So um, some of y'all are dealing with the feminine side of yourself and you don't even realize it. Y'all think that mirror is, oh, he's a masculine, I'm a feminine. No, that masculine is mirroring you. You want to be in a relationship. If he can't find it in you, he's going to go find it somewhere else, right? But he's going to reflect it somewhere else. So a lot of y'all are saying, oh, masters with this karmic. Well, he's reflecting that you want a relationship. How about you do this? How about you reflect your feminine within you? So that way he can come back to you. Because that's what's going to happen. Love yourself. That is how you come back to self. You are one soul, two bodies. Bring yourself home by loving you. If you can't love you, guess what's going to happen? They're not going to love you. Okay? Because it's a reflection of self. See? I just saved you guys thousands of dollars just to tell you all you have to do to love you is to pull you back in by self love. Okay? When you look your ass in the mirror, I love me, but speak to the soul. Don't speak to your face. Don't speak to your lips, your eyes, your ears. If you want somebody to love you for you on a soul deep level, love yourself eternally. And it will reflect. Now, if you want your masculine to love you for your physical form, then by all means, talk about your ears and your nose and your hips, whatever the hell you want, whatever. Show him you on an energetic level. Send him mental messages and shit. Because you can do that. You can send your masculine positive vibes. If you're always sending the masculine hate, he's gonna feel that, and he's gonna feel pushed away because they can feel that. It don't matter how soulless they are; they have a soul that still delivers messages to the body. It's up to the body to ignore it or not. Okay, sometimes the body ignores it. It's like, oh, she wants to mate with me. All right, I'll go in and mate, and then they manifest into the mate because you're meeting them on that level when you want to manifest mating. If you want to manifest love, you gotta love you enough and send off positive vibes. If you're always sending off, I hate you, I can't stand you, blah 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 blah, he feel that, and then guess what? He pushes him away. So you're on this journey for 23 years, 15 years, 5 years without your masculine, is because most of the time you reflected self hate. Okay? It is your responsibility to gain that power. Knowledge is power, so that you can gain that wisdom. So how you know if masculine is ready to come in is when you realize the masculine within you, the feminine within you. Okay? Um, Never mind everybody else's journey. Worry about your own. Okay? Everybody's on different levels. They either got there, been there, or about to be there. Okay? Worry about you. Worry about yours. Okay? Um, but yeah, so they seek you every day, but they seek you in the wrong places. They think they can fix you. Like I've had my masculine say, uh, why can't, like, this is a masculine who wants to control things. Okay. Now, if this is you, resonate with you, feminine, that's for you too. You know what I'm saying? But I had a masculine, my masculine, he tries to control things. Like he wants to build a bitch, okay? Like build a bear, stuff in it, picking a bear, stuff it with the shit that you got. He wants to build bitches, okay? He wants multiple women, but he's only really looking for one, okay? He's just looking for that one that has it all right? He just wants the woman that has it all. The one that can appease his ego, and the one that can appease his soul, and the one that can fuck his mind, all that shit. But the problem is that he wants this one here, she's got a nice body, but that one there, she's got potential and wisdom that this one here lacks. So it confuses the masculine because he's trying to be the creator of his own reality, because that's what he was programmed to think, instead of him believing that his reality is already made for him. Okay, he believes that he is the leader. He believes that he is the programmer. Okay, when he doesn't realize he's part of the program. Okay, so he wants to take her wisdom and put it in her body, and take her wisdom and put it in her. So to him, I don't fit his ego's perception of desire. I'm not a pale white horse. I'm a brown one, okay? And he prefer my wisdom, my strength, my masculine. He prefer the masculine that he is within me to be in a pale white horse with with overly feminine, okay, which is overly feminine emotions, which she doesn't have masculine strength in her. Okay, she's overly feminine. Emotional, all over the place, undecisive, don't know what she want to do. So he pities that, and it attracts him because in the vision aspect, society taught him and people have programmed him to be with the opposite of what he should be with. And he doesn't realize that he does kind of know that he's been programmed, but he kind of like when you fall in love with the program, when you fall in love with the game, you like the game. Okay, he loves the game because he believes he's being rewarded in the game that he's playing when he's not. He's only being temporary rewarded, which is not permanent, which means he can lose it at any time and he will never have it back. In a way, it will never be the same. So all that is temptation. Okay, all that is temptation, and men fall for temptation all the time. So, and women too fall for temptation all times. So that's what he wants. He believes that he is a creator, but doesn't take care of the shit. I see 11:11 piece of gods, but doesn't take care. Let me show y'all, so y'all won't think I'm tripping. There it is. Bang. All right. So he's a creator, but doesn't take care of the created things that he creates. Okay, so this is how you know he's not a nurturer. That feminine side of himself doesn't want that feminine side of her. Okay, because that is not who I am. I nurture and I love, but I have boundaries. You see what I'm saying? I have boundaries that cannot be crossed. Okay, Not at least too many times. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. But your masculine will come in when he realizes the reality that he's been living is a false reality, right? Because you'll get tired of being pushed away and rejected, and he's gonna make sure, he or she's gonna make sure that the person that they're gonna be with does not reject them, does not push them away, um, would meet the expectations, um, would meet his soul desire. He has to submit. He or she has to submit. So a lot of these masculines are in their feminine, but reflect to feminines. And the feminines fall in love with the feminine side of them because of the simple fact that it's like they falling in love with you. So, some of y'all on that journey where they hate you, but they love you at the same time. And some people will call it toxic. It is when it's not genuine. It is when it's not real. It is when it's not. But when you're on a learning lesson and on a journey back to oneness, it can get hectic. Okay? The strong will always be strong. They will always be there. But the weak will give up and run. The weak will give up, and you do not chase them, whether you're the real twin flame or the false twin flame. You do not chase anything. If you cannot meet on a one-to-one basis, on a level of respect, righteousness, and true love, and you're out there helping these masculines cheat, helping these masculines be toxic, so on and so forth, then it will reflect back to you. What you give out is what you're going to get in. Okay? If you want a respectful masculine that does not cheat on you, do not participate in um, those type of situations, because your soul knows everything and you will have to learn the hard way eventually. So that means stop with the karmic relationships, stop with thinking that you should just go out there and get your buns done. Stop doing that. Okay? Because what you get, whether you believe it, whether you're conscious of it, which you are conscious of it, but you're just ignorant to your truth, doesn't mean that it's not known. Like a lot of these karmics know who you are as divine feminine. They know that you and this masculine is definitely the one, but due to their own desires and their own ignorance, they will choose to ignore and take your masculine for their own, which is not a good thing. All right, so they will pay the price in the end, which is they're gonna be left with a bunch of kids and marriages and shit that didn't work out. So that is a karma that comes back to you when you don't make the right decisions. That's why I said free will is not free, because you will look by everybody's actions. If free will is free, men will be able to have their 7 wives that they wish. Women will be able to pick whatever husband that deems worthy of them. Men will be able to do whatever they want with every female without them being emotional. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Okay? It just can't. It just won't work that way. Not even in the devil's realm. Okay? Especially not in the God's realm. So we just have to learn how to love our true selves. Stay humble. Love our true selves. Stop desiring toxic energy. It's just what you're gonna get. All right. For those who met their partners, you met them. Just be patient. Okay. Help change the program by being a change in the program. Okay. If you are a overly sexual woman, calm down. If you are, you know, one of those program females who keep up with the Joneses and keep up with all these in, you know, entertainers, and want to look like these fake ass fuckers. Like I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I can't idolize a fake ass fucker. I can't idolize fakeness. I can't idolize fake tits, fake boobs, from a flat chested bitch with no ass. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how you do it. Okay? I don't know how y'all follow fucking Cardi. She can't really rap. She steal people's fucking lyrics. She fake as fuck. Her lips is fake. Her ass is fake. Her tits is fake. Her hair is fake. What the fuck is y'all worshiping? Y'all worshiping a fake, motherfucker. Like, most of these entertainers have fake teeth, okay? Out here getting all this nip and tuck, Botox, fake ass, all that fake shit. How do y'all do that? Y'all following an illusion. Your man, your husband is falling for a fake ass illusion. These men today, technology could look like a bitch, and these motherfuckers will fall for that illusion. Somebody feel the same. That shit is crazy as hell. Y'all better wake up and get strong, because delusion is really taking over. Okay, the spell is really well, it's coming to an end, but at the end of the day, you know what I mean. Wake up, okay? So your masculine can wake up. When you start to wake up, you can send an energetic frequency to your masculine. It's a trigger. If you're asleep, your masculine's gonna stay asleep. If you're awake, really awake, I don't mean watching a couple of videos and you're all of a sudden, bloop, I'm up. No, you're not fully up. Okay? You're just cracking the surface. To be all the way up is to know that you are him and he is you. And what will make you happy internally? Because it will make him happy eternally. But if you're a physical based person, you're gonna chase the fucking illusion. I can't do it. I just not knowledge is power. Just knowing this shit.